Yo boy, your brother from another mother, Droopy Sack. That's a little John Cena. I don't even know why. Why does he do that? I don't even know why he does it. Is it like looking through a fence, like really fast, like doing this, and then you're trying to imitate that? But I'm noticing some of the comments in not only my videos, but other people's videos and other people's live streams, that there seems to be almost like an acceptance of like the whole Dashbot shock train movement, an undertone of a lot of discontent, a lot of unhappiness. It got me thinking, like, what specifically is it that's causing us, you know, we're in a community, we're in a tribe of people that have something in common that transcends religion, ethnicity, the region of the world that you're from, which probably is a little bit of ethnicity and religious, race, gender, your socioeconomic condition, if you're, rich, poor, middle class, whatever. But we have this thing in common in our tribe, which is war robots, or it's YouTube, or it's Instagram, or whatever it is, Facebook. But we have something in common. But like, what is causing this general unhappiness? And I started thinking, like, all the games that I play, like, I don't play as much as I used to. Like I used to. Now remember, I told you guys a while back why I started YouTube in the first place, and why I started playing War Robots. So why I started making videos was because, I was just like, you know what, there's, people like Adrian and Blitherin and Chainfire, Phoenix, oh my gosh, like Stupendous, Foggy. Oh, there was like that handful of YouTubers that I was following, and every single one of them were serious in their making videos to educate the population of players that play War Robots. But none of them were, making fun of themselves or I do that. Make fun of myself. So everyone needs a YouTuber that makes fun of themselves, playing a game. But I love the game. I love more so, the tribe that we're in, the camaraderie, being part of something. What is causing all this unhappiness? And then I started, going into, like, if I don't play a lot, as much as I used to, but I'm still getting that, damn, this is crazy. Like clans like CDXX rolling in like 100% dash, with the exception of that one person that has one Griffin or an Inquisitor, and all the rest of them are dash. And Heat and Vox, and it's like all EXO. I mean, like these are, I don't know if they're iOS and Android, but I know that they're iOS. But these clans, like, these players are great. These players are freaking phenomenal. Their skill is uncharted. But then you're adding the Dashbots, and then you're adding the shock trains, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, that shouldn't be making me mad. It's not them. It's about what they're representing. Because it's not the event in our lives that we're upset about. It's not the person that just cut us off. It's not the person that's getting, froggy with us in the grocery store line. It's not the person who, rear-ended us at the stoplight. It's not the boss that's an absolute jackwagon that is threatening to, cut us. It's not the bills. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's the meaning that we attach to those things that basically governs our emotional response to it. So if it's not the game, or if it's not the CDXX, it's the Heat or the EXO or Mexico or whatever it is. What is it? Why am I so upset about it? And then it dawned on me. Things are changing. Now, we don't like change. We literally subconsciously start to lash out against anything that represents change, because it makes us feel like we're no longer in control. And when we're no longer in control, we start questioning basically our compass, like where we're heading in life and where we've come from. And it's not a pleasurable feeling, because we have to face the things that we don't like about ourselves, face the positive things about ourselves that we like, but also the negative things that we don't like, the things that we don't like in our career or the lack of career or education, or the lack of education, or the love in our life, or the lack of love in our life. And then we start questioning ourselves, our own competency, our own ability to be able to learn new things, to command respect, to be loved, to be significant to somebody. Because the three primal fears governs everything that we do, our thought and action life. The fear of being unloved, the fear of being alone, and the fear of being insignificant. Those primal fears we all have in common. I'm at Starbucks because I have to get, hold on, in line. I have to get coffee for me and my wife. My wife is off for work today. She's a critical care nurse, and she's like, "Baby, can you get me some coffee?" I'm like, "Man, I got eight appointments this morning, and only have like 20 minutes in between each client because I drive all over the county." I was like, "Baby, I'm not gonna be able to get you coffee." And then my 9 o'clock just canceled. I'm like, "Man, I'm about to go get me some coffee." But then I have a 10:30, so I have to hurry up and get home and get it to her. But anyway, so we all have that in common, which is the primal fears: fear of being unloved, fear of being insignificant, and fear of being alone. I don't care how hard you think you are, how, brazen you are, or how confident you are with throwing hands and fighting, but I can guarantee you one thing: you can be the hardest person on the planet, but you still fear those three things: insignificance, being alone, and being unloved. So change, the game is changing, is if that's what's causing me this, this gut weird feeling like, damn, things are not right. Is it my fear of being insignificant? Maybe the game is going to go into this one direction, and I'll be like, I really don't, ethically, I don't feel like that's the direction that I should be going with my channel. Should I continue making YouTube videos? Which is yes, because I love creating. Is it the fear of people not loving me? Hey, bro, God loves me, and my wife and family love me. So I have love in my life. And the only two people that I'm trying to make proud of me is God and my wife. And then a far third is myself. And to be proud of myself for not quitting when things got hard. You know what I'm saying? Is it the fear of being alone? No, I don't think fear of being alone is. So what is it? Maybe it's, hold on a second. Oh, I have to look at my notes.
Hi, welcome to
Hold on.
We're gonna get started for breakfast.
All right, sorry guys. So it's kind of feeling kind of good outside. Anyway, so what is it that's causing me this feeling? I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that I feel incredibly blessed to be in the position that I am in. I'm not one of the bigger YouTubers like Adrian and Phoenix and them. I love creating, and I love bringing people together and encouraging people and loving people and teaching, instructing people, even though that's not my strong suit. But I'm seeing a lot of people that are so discouraged in the game that it breaks my heart, because I'm in this position where I have a lot more than most people do, and there's people that have a lot more than I do, and I have a lot less than what some people do, and the same thing with someone that's below me that don't have as much as I do, but they have more than the person below them. But I'm seeing so many people discouraged, and it hurts, because like, not everyone is my age. Not everyone can be like, man, it's just a game, bro. Like, what? There's people that are there's people out there that are disabled, literally disabled. I know somebody who, not to throw anyone, like anyone's specific information out there, but this person has shared in confidence with me, but also recently shared on Facebook. I mean, the guy, him and his wife, they lost. They're man, I don't even know how to. I'm trying not to cry, because my heart would be broken if it happened to me. The guy lost his daughters, and their daughters, I think it was their daughters, were kidnapped. It was maybe 3 years ago. Another person, PTSD from combat, combat veteran. Another person has like extremely bad skin condition that like has them in pain 24/7. Like when they're sleeping, they get woken up. Anyway, hold on a second. Hey, it makes the time go by quick.
If that's like my only conflict.
So, sorry about that, guys. I see people that are getting basically destroyed by this new. It's not the new matchmaker. It's just the old, the non-dash, non-shock train, non-Mark II version of matchmaker is now having to push around and shift around players. It's weird. I don't even know how to I don't even think like people that normally know what they're talking about when it comes to matchmaking. I don't even know if it's possible to know what one's talking about with matchmaking. But I see those players that escape into the game, and that's their escapism. That's their connection with the outside world. And if things start to keep going the way that they're going, then, what are they going to have? I started playing War Robots because I had a drinking problem. Straight up, I had a drinking problem. I was in a really bad place after cancer, after chemotherapy, and all I was doing was drinking, and I was not in a good place at all. Came across the app, War Robots, and I started playing the app, started playing the game, started meeting y'all, started doing the videos, and it was just like, wow. But those people that don't have anything but the game and the basics, whatever it is that they have going on, maybe they don't have any healthy relationships, and the only healthy relationships they have is through the game. I'm thinking like that. I'm thinking like, what are they going to have if the game ends up like going bust, like belly flopping, and they can't find a healthy escape from the pain that they're living on a day-to-day basis, the nightmare that they're living. That's where my mind goes. And when you see posts that I make on Facebook or on Instagram, or if I say something on my videos that's negative in nature, 99.9% of the time, it's not the thing that I just said is irritating me. It's a lot lower or a lot deeper than that. It's a lot deeper than that. But anyway, I just want you guys to know, I know this has been a long ass video, I apologize, but there's no real way of me being able to speak freely and have to worry about jump cuts, because I don't want to edit anything that I'm saying with you right now, because we're having this chill time. We're having I know it's a one direction conversation, I know that, but I don't want to edit out anything, because it's just the way that I speak, the way that I talk. That's it, my thought process. And the reason why I'm not as like all over the place, or not like very talkative, that's the word. I'm not very talkative on the podcast, is because it's usually because of the things that I don't know anything about, and I can only add, yeah, I heard you. Boy, that was a good point you just made. But the other things I do know about, and that's why we're talking about making a second and third show within the War Robots podcast, to be able to cover other topics, things that I'm passionate about, things that Higgles, Jason, is passionate about, and Evil, Shane, is passionate about. Because I know you guys like listening to the ballyhoo that we put on that podcast. And I just found out yesterday. I just found out yesterday how to put cards, those little cards, the links at the top of the videos. I just learned how to do that yesterday. Or was it Saturday, Sunday, Friday? I don't remember. I think it was yesterday. And then I put it on my the video that was in the in-game news. But I found out because my wife, started a YouTube channel, and she's like, "What are cards?" I'm like, "I don't know what a card is. What are you talking about, card? I know what playing cards are." And so she's like, "What does this do? What does this do?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Maybe we learn together." And so we learned how to do something like that together. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I'll try to put a link up for the podcast, because I know a lot of people are not iOS, because iTunes is iOS, and the podcast app, the podcast for iTunes for iOS, excuse me, you cannot access unless you have an iOS phone or device. But I think he has it on, I think it's Podbean, which is a host for the files. So I'm gonna put that in the link maybe up here. So anyway, I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and I got my replacement iPad yesterday. I don't know if you all know, but I dropped my iPad reading someone's comment on my video for the double ansel shield, the one that was in the in-game news. And the comment made, I laughed so hard I dropped my iPad off it slid off the couch when I went to go put it down and go read it to my wife, as if my wife is going to understand what the hell this person was talking about. It's like when Amber, my wife, starts talking to me about beauty products and hair care, skin care. I don't know anything about that stuff. Girl, you talking a damn different language. I mean, know nothing about no retin-A. What the hell's a retin-A? Josh, can you give me my wet brush? Josh, this is not my wet brush. Girl, it is a wet brush. I took a brush, I found a brush, and I dipped it in the water, and I brought it to you. Josh, stop being so mean. You know that's not what my wet brush is. I said, I don't know what you're talking about, nor will I admit it if I did. Oh, man. All right, y'all. I will talk to you soon. And, oh, yeah. That's why. That's why. I was talking about, why am I talking about my iPad? I lost all, like, when he said, the Apple guy says, so, did you back up your device? Because chances are we're going to be replacing it. I said, nope. And he says, well, let's check. Let's check and see when the last time was you updated or backed it up. Oh, yeah. September 13th, 2017 was the last time that you backed up. Do you want to restore from this backup date? I said, nope. And the reason why is because I don't know what the hell was on my machine back then, or my iPad back then. I don't want to be replacing a bunch of footage from around that time that I already uploaded. And I'm thinking, ooh, that was a good game. I'm going to upload it now. And then y'all be like, didn't I see this video before? That'd be a friggin' nightmare to me. Nope. Nah, I ain't repurposing content like that. No, sir. Or ma'am. Nope. Anyway, there's a bunch of randomness. 13 minutes plus like the 11 minutes was the first video. So we'll get this thing down to like maybe 20 minutes. I hope you, your friends and family are happy, healthy, and safe. And until next video, which I'm going to try to get one out today, in addition to this, if I can get this uploaded this morning, of gameplay. And I only have one game recorded on my iPad. I'll show you this real quick so you can see what the heck I'm talking about. So when I go into my iPad, like, it doesn't have the Joker sticker like my other one did. And I didn't even put in a password yet. I did not put a password in yet. So you're going to see right there is where all the game footage is. And what I have right now are four of them. And all of them were done with the YouTube account, not my personal account. So I don't know if I'm going to upload these, but I was basically illustrating like the power of a Kumio with shock trains, just to show people like this weapon is mutilating people. This thing needs to be nerfed. But yeah, I need to get some actual footage from my real hanger, my actual account. I love my hoverbots, by the way. I'm almost to my third one. I don't know if almost is right because you get 120 components for the 100 gold, and then for the 100 or the 300 workshop points, you get another 125, I think it's 125, 125. So that would be what, 300, 250. So 250 a day. It's still going to take me a while because I'm at like 5721, 5725 or something like that. It's a long ways away, but I'm almost there. And I'm almost there my third storm. And I've been wondering why those weapons are so cheap. It's because they don't do much. They probably do much in the other leagues. Damn, I need to stop talking. Peace, y'all.